start with story number 1.
In the realm of nocturnal stillness, where the veil between reality and the unknown is thin, I found myself tethered to the counter of a modest hotel that nestled in the heart of my town. The cloak of night wrapped around me as I fulfilled my role, an enigmatic sentry stationed at the front desk, a guardian of guests who sought refuge beneath the hotel's roof. The rhythm of my duties echoed in the hushed corridors, where shadows danced in time with my watchful gaze. The town itself had long been a tapestry of familiarity, a tableau of faces and stories that I had come to recognize. Nights at the hotel often bore witness to the ebb and flow of patrons, their comings and goings like whispered secrets shared between realms. It was in this ephemeral dance that my tale found its beginning. A tale that unfolds under the shroud of a tempestuous storm. The heavens had unleashed their fury upon the land, a symphony of raindrops that painted the world in liquid strokes. The storm's cadence carried a universal truth, an unspoken agreement that solitude reigned supreme in the realm outside. On nights like these, the lobby stood silent, a sanctuary untouched by the intrusion of human presence. As the storm's crescendo echoed beyond the hotel's walls, I sought solace in the companionship of my phone. A digital portal to pass the hours. Minutes melted into each other, the hands of time ticking away in the company of fleeting thoughts. Yet, the universe had other plans, for the stillness was shattered by an unexpected arrival, a figure framed by the entrance's glass embrace. The stranger's presence was an enigma, an apparition that emerged from the tumultuous sea of raindrops. He stood suspended between worlds, his gaze traversing the interior of the hotel as if seeking answers to a question I could not fathom. Our eyes met, a fleeting connection tethered in the ether, and his form seemed to ripple with uncertainty. An aura of disarray surrounded the stranger, his actions unfolding in a staccato of disjointed movements. His hand fluttered to his pockets in an almost mechanical manner. A dance of awkward gestures that carried with it a tinge of unease. Then, with an abrupt departure, he retraced his steps, vanishing into the rain-soaked night. Curiosity stirred within me, an ember of wonder that sparked in the recesses of my mind. The tendrils of familiarity brushed against the memory's edge. The realization that this figure was a stranger to my chronicles. He stood alone, devoid of luggage or baggage. A specter whose presence defied the patterns etched into my nightly vigil. Time's passage was accompanied by the mournful wail of the phone, its trill a call to action from an outside realm. A voice emerged from the static, its cadence laden with a request that cast a pall of unease. The stranger's words whispered across the void. A plea for assistance, a melody that seemed innocent on the surface but resonated with disquiet beneath. The stranger's voice bore a veneer of politeness, an innocuous request for aid in the realm of the mundane. Yet, the words dripped with a sinister undercurrent, an undercurrent that left me grappling with the gravity of my intuition. He spoke of a suitcase, a trivial vessel of belongings that carried with it the weight of uncertainty. A decision hung in the balance. A choice that bridged the realms of caution and curiosity. My words, like a bridge of connection, extended an invitation for the stranger to navigate his path to the front door. But the moment hung in the air, suspended between the known and the unknown. A symphony of raindrops, a testament to the tension that coursed through my veins. Impatience beckoned me to the door, my senses yearning to pierce the veil that obscured the stranger's intent. A decision was reached, a momentary lapse in judgment as the door creaked open, granting me passage to the world beyond. The rain's embrace was swift, its tendrils weaving through my being as I surveyed the parking lot. Amidst the downpour, the figure emerged. A silhouette of a man, a puppeteer who had woven the strands of curiosity that led me to this precipice. He stood across the expanse, his arms waving with a sense of urgency that sent tendrils of apprehension snaking through my senses. The storm's tumult was a symphony that masked the ominous overture of this encounter. Despite the tempest's fury, my instincts remained resolute. A sentinel that stood at the crossroads of caution and confrontation. The stranger's form was obscured by the veil of rain, his form a dance of uncertainty that melded with the shadows. A trepidation was etched into my heart. A realization that the truth lay shrouded in the rain's embrace. The threshold was crossed, the veil pierced as the stranger entered the lobby. A threshold breached, a bridge forged between his world and mine. He stood before me, his breath labored as if drawn from the depths of a secret well. The request echoed once more, an echo that bore the weight of an unanswered question, a truth that lingered just beyond the veil of understanding. My resolve crystallized, an unyielding bastion against the currents of manipulation. The stranger's anger was a tempest that battered against my resolve, his demands a cacophony that sought to breach the citadel of my caution. Yet, my words remained steadfast, a symphony of defiance that resonated within the space between us. His exit was swift, a storm front that retreated beyond the confines of the lobby. And as the night's tapestry stretched toward dawn, the stranger's memory lingered. An enigma woven into the very fabric of my existence. In the corridors of time, the echoes of that encounter whispered, a reminder that within the symphony of the mundane, the tendrils of the unknown dance just beyond the veil. Let's go to story number 2. The open road, a canvas unrolled before me, held a promise of discovery and adventure that beckoned me beyond the confines of my comfort. Road trips, though rare in my world of soaring through the skies, bore an allure that whispered of the beauty lurking along forgotten paths. Yet, it was the call of duty, the solemnity of a family member's farewell, that led me to embark on a journey spanning the vast expanse of 10 hours. The sun cast its gentle embrace upon the morning horizon as I set forth, a solitary traveler weaving through the tapestry of landscapes that stretched before me. The confines of my car cocooned me in a realm of introspection, the hum of the engine a lullaby that serenaded my thoughts. The road unwound beneath my tires, an endless ribbon that carried me toward my cousin's house, a haven where memories and farewells entwined. Hours blurred into one another as I traversed the endless stretch of asphalt. The sky's canvas transformed, giving birth to a tempest that cast the world in shades of gray. The heavens wept, their tears an accompaniment to my contemplation as I navigated through nature's symphony of rain and thunder. The road's embrace, once a path to solace, now demanded my unwavering focus. The landscape morphed, an ever-changing tableau that painted vistas of sprawling fields and shadowed forests. Valleys dipped and climbed beneath the weight of rain, a challenge that demanded a cautious dance between control and chaos. The deluge inundated the road, and the absence of a proper drainage system gave rise to treacherous currents that threatened to sweep me astray. Nature's challenges were my constant companions. A reminder that the journey held more than a destination, it held a testament to resilience. Yet, even in the face of adversity, my determination held steady, an unyielding beacon guiding me through the storm's turbulent embrace. Fate, however, had a different plan, a detour that forced me to abandon my chosen path. A wall of water blocked my advance, a flooded path that snaked ahead, offering no refuge for my journey. In the face of nature's decree, I made the decision to retreat, my car pivoting in a reluctant pirouette as I sought an alternative route, a pathway unknown yet beckoning. The minutes stretched as I forged onward, every twist and turn another verse in my odyssey through the storm. The sun began its descent, casting a hue of golden serenity upon the horizon. Weariness painted the edges of my consciousness, a gentle reminder that my body and mind sought respite from the tempest's embrace. A small town materialized on the roadside, a beacon of solace in the twilight's embrace. The quaint settlement whispered promises of sanctuary, and I ventured forth in search of reprieve. The town's heartbeat was a hushed melody, the rhythm of life concealed beneath the shroud of night's embrace. I navigated the dimly lit streets in search of refuge, a haven that would grant respite from the storm's assault. My hopes swelled and waned as I scoured the landscape, my journey unveiling a truth that mirrored the town's solitude. My search was met with a stark realization. A truth that painted a bleak portrait of the town's offerings. No motel stood as a bastion of shelter, leaving me to contemplate my options beneath the glow of streetlights that pierced the darkness. The grocery store's parking lot beckoned a final refuge for a weary traveler seeking respite from the storm. My car found its place in the corner of the lot, a sentinel amidst the night's solitude. An air of eeriness permeated the town, its quiet streets and unlit buildings giving rise to a sense of unease. Caution was my companion as I surveyed my surroundings, the familiar rhythms of routine replaced by the cadence of vulnerability. The night descended, a symphony of raindrops that played upon the car's exterior. Weariness claimed me, embracing a siren's call that urged me to surrender to slumber's tender arms. My decision, though seemingly foolhardy in hindsight, bore a semblance of logic, an attempt to escape the rain's persistent embrace within the shelter of my car. The weight of exhaustion bore down upon me, and my eyelids yielded to their fate. Sleep found me amidst the rain's symphony, a fleeting respite from the trials that marked my journey. Yet, within the realm of dreams, a shift occurred, an ethereal dance that spanned the veil between wakefulness and reverie. As I stirred from my slumber, the world had transformed. A tapestry woven with the hues of night and the vibrancy of thunderstorms. Lightning illuminated the landscape, casting a shadowy figure into the forefront of my awareness. An aura of disquiet enveloped the scene, a harbinger of the encounter that unfolded before me. The figure advanced, a phantom emerging from the storm's embrace. His steps held a purpose that transcended the bounds of reason, his approach a prelude to an enigma that defied understanding. My gaze remained transfixed, uncertainty mingling with apprehension as the distance between us closed, a bridge traversed in silence. His form came into focus, an enigma painted by the strokes of rain and lightning. The storm's fury cascaded around him, his being untouched by its chaotic embrace. A tableau of madness unveiled a symphony of discord that played upon the strings of intuition. An air of instability surrounded him, casting ripples of unease through the currents of my consciousness. The stranger's intentions remained obscured, an enigma that played out against the backdrop of rain-soaked solitude. His hands pressed against my car's surface, a gesture that defied rationality. Fear gripped me, its tendrils snaking through my senses as the implications of his actions took root, an embodiment of derangement that danced upon the precipice of comprehension. A decision crystallized within me. A symphony of ignition and headlights that echoed through the night's darkness. The stranger's presence remained unyielding, his intent a puzzle that demanded escape. The car's engine roared to life, a declaration of my resolve, yet his response defied reason. He pursued a specter of madness that mirrored my escape, a dance that unfolded upon the canvas of the storm. The distance between us was bridged by his relentless advance, his actions a testament to his intent. A chill ran through me, a symphony of adrenaline that coursed through my veins, a crescendo that rose with the receding storm. I emerged from the town's embrace, the stranger's figure fading into the tapestry of rain-soaked night. The road stretched ahead, an uncharted expanse that carried me toward my destination. The encounter remained etched into my memory, an enigma woven within the fabric of my journey. A testament to the roads less traveled, the storms weathered, and the encounters that danced upon the edge of reality. Are you ready for story number 3? In the heart of Washington state, our small and remote house stood as a sanctuary amidst the vast forested landscape that embraced us. Our closest neighbors resided half a mile in either direction, a testament to the isolated beauty of our surroundings. Growing up in this haven, I had become accustomed to the solitude and tranquility that defined our existence. However, one fateful incident during my 14th year would shatter my sense of security and forever etch a sense of fear within the very walls of our home. It was during the spring break, a time of anticipation and excitement, that my family's plans took an unexpected turn. A trip to Florida, a promise of adventure and joy, was thwarted by a complication at my dad's work. The disappointment lingered as we sought solace in a water park excursion, attempting to mend the cracks that had formed in our plans. As we reveled in the aquatic escapades, a storm cloud loomed on the horizon, its arrival swift and unrelenting. The park's patrons scattered like leaves before the wind, seeking shelter from the impending tempest. Our return home was met with the full force of nature's fury, a deluge of rain, relentless thunder, and blinding flashes of lightning. However, as we approached our haven, an eerie sense of unease clung to the air. The sight that greeted us sent shivers down our spines. The garage, a sentinel of our domestic fortress, stood wide open. confusion intermingled with concern as we attempted to rationalize the occurrence. My dad speculated on a sensor malfunction, while my mom's memory insisted the door had been securely shut. We stepped into the house, a refuge from the storm's onslaught. My parents gravitated toward the living room, seeking solace in the flickering glow of the television. My own path led me to the sanctuary of my room, a place of solitude and familiarity. The cascade of rain upon the windows seemed like a symphony, a lullaby inviting contemplation. Yet, as I ascended the staircase, a faint whisper of sound danced upon the edges of my perception, an enigmatic shuffling that teased the boundaries of reality. Curiosity mingled with trepidation, and I ventured forth to investigate. A sense of disquiet settled upon me as I crossed the threshold into my room, where the artificial light bathed the space in an eerie glow. An undercurrent of apprehension coursed through me as I scoured the room for signs of intrusion. The room stood untouched, a tableau of normalcy that defied the tumultuous events that had unfolded. I crouched to examine the underbelly of my sanctuary, a futile search for answers that only deepened the mystery. As my thoughts spiraled, a shadow darted across the doorway, a specter that shifted between the realms of reality and the unknown. Fear clutched at my heart, its icy fingers a reminder of vulnerability. Swift action replaced hesitation as I reached for my phone, sending a message that trembled with urgency. The anticipation hung heavy in the air as my plea for help traveled through the digital channels. Seconds stretched into eternity, the anticipation of footsteps a symphony of anxiety that echoed within my mind. The door creaked open, and my dad's presence offered a modicum of solace amid the uncertainty. His concern mirrored my own as we descended the staircase, driven by a shared need for understanding. The realization of another presence within our home quickened our pace, our hearts pounding in tandem with each step. A dissonance between reality and fear blurred the edges of my perception, and as we reached the foot of the staircase, a sound reverberated through the air. A single thud, a harbinger of the unknown. Rapid footsteps marked the approach of the intruder, and our path led us into the living room. A theater where fear danced upon the stage of the unknown. A figure emerged, an enigma cloaked in shadows, his presence a stark contrast to the storm's chaotic embrace. My dad's voice trembled as he dialed for help, a plea for salvation from the tendrils of fear that threatened to envelop us. The intruder's departure left behind a symphony of questions, a lingering unease that tainted the sanctity of our home. The authorities arrived, their presence offering a semblance of security amid the lingering shadows of uncertainty. Our home was examined, our lives scrutinized through the lens of law enforcement. Yet, the answers remained elusive, the intruder, a specter that melted into the darkness from which he emerged. The echoes of that night have become a haunting refrain. A testament to the vulnerability that can breach even the most intimate sanctuaries. A question lingers within me, an inquiry that reaches beyond the confines of our home. How well can we truly know those who surround us? The enigma of true friends and hidden intentions lingers, a reminder that beneath the facade of familiarity lies a labyrinth of mysteries yet to be unveiled.